If you are Nigerian, stop what you are doing right now and go on Facebook. Search the butcher of Kaduna. Every single result you will see is Reno Omokri talking about how there was genocide happening to Christians in northern Nigeria under El-Rufai. In fact, there is no other person in Nigerian political class who has used the word genocide as often or as explicitly as Reno Omokri. Some of the pictures he uses to depict these scenes of alleged genocides are too graphic for TikTok. You can see them right now on his Facebook. You can also see them on my YouTube and my Facebook in case he deletes them. For example, this is Reno Omokri's post from 37 weeks ago. The reason you, Nasir El-Rufai, the butcher of Kaduna, no longer recognize Nigeria is because while you were governor of Kaduna, there was an industrial-scale mass killing of Christians in southern Kaduna after you admitted paying headsmen, and mass murder of Shiites in northern Kaduna after your government admitted invading their compound in Zaria and killed almost 1,000 Shia men, women, children, and infants. All of that ended as soon as you left office. You are a bloodthirsty tyrant, and because you no longer see blood flowing on the streets of Kaduna, you are unable to recognize Nigeria. Here is Reno Omokri's post on Facebook on February 13, 2025. But when US Senator Ted Cruz and late-night TV host Bill Maher say there's a genocide of Christians in Nigeria, Reno vehemently denies it, and since then he's written a ton of Facebook posts trying to prove there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. But on 14th of February 2025, while everyone was spending time with their loved ones, this is Reno Omokri's post. Exposed. Fear of Trump behind Nasir El-Rufai's sudden cancellation of overseas studies. Contrary to his claims that he was suspending his plans for further studies abroad because President Tinubu wants to arrest him, and he is not a coward, Nasir El-Rufai is fearful of arrest and prosecution by Trump administration, which is the real reason he wants to sit tight in Nigeria. It may be recalled that Nasir El-Rufai publicly admitted to paying killer headsmen, an admission that did not go down well with the pro-religious freedom Trump administration. Things, however, took a turn for the worse on Thursday, February 7, 2019, after Malam Nasir El-Rufai threatened European Union observers with death if they intervened in Nigeria's impending presidential elections, which were to take place on Saturday, February 16, 2019. On that day, Mr. El-Rufai said, "We are waiting for the person who will come and intervene. They will go back in body bags because nobody will come to Nigeria and tell us how to run our country." The above statement and his admission of guilt with regard to paying killer headsmen have ignited a fear of traveling to the United States in Mr. El-Rufai, especially after President Donald Trump's announcement that he will go after leaders who targeted Christians. True to his promise, President Trump set up a task force for that purpose last Thursday, February 6, 2025. Exactly 5 days after President Trump set up that task force, Malam Nasir El-Rufai manufactured the excuse that President Bola Tinubu wanted to arrest him, so he cancelled all his plans to study abroad. In 2017, at an event in Washington, D.C. that had former President Jonathan, Peter Obi, and myself in attendance, Nasir El-Rufai's name was cited by Republican Congressman and strong Trump ally Christopher Smith as one of those responsible for making Nigeria the most dangerous place in the world for Christians. You see, that video that Obedience are always brandishing of Peter Obi and I, it was recorded during that event. The next day, Saturday 4, 2017, this day ran the headline, "Nigeria cited most dangerous place for Christians in the world, says US Congress." In this post, just like Ted Cruz, Reno was sure there was genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Do you want to know how sure of it he was? He was so sure of it that he claimed that Donald Trump will arrest the alleged mastermind El-Rufai if he ever stepped foot in America. And then again, this is Reno Omokri's post-Valentine's Day post on February 15, 2025, posting about the genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Reno claims that the US government only started talking about Christian genocide in Nigeria a day after P2B traveled to America and somehow magically persuaded the US government to do so. But Reno, you've been talking about genocide in Nigeria for months. So which is it? Is there genocide or not? Or did it somehow stop after El-Rufai left office? Because by your own words, there was a Christian genocide at one time, but apparently now there isn't. And for someone who keeps accusing P2B of demarketing Nigeria, your entire Facebook page is littered with posts about Christian genocide in Nigeria. So again, Reno, which one is it? For context, I will end this video with a video of Reno's post from today. Contrast it with his post from February, and you will really see what lack of integrity, lack of pride in oneself, and lack of self-respect looks like in a man.